Welcome again to the newsroom. Here are the latest updates. President Bola Tinubu has signed 4 executive orders, including the suspension of the 5% excise tax on telecommunication services, as well as the excise duties escalation on locally manufactured products. The President also signed the Finance Act Effective Date Variation Order of 2023, which now defers the commencement date of the changes contained in the Act from May 23, 2023 to September 1, 2023. According to the Presidency, this will ensure adherence to the 90 days minimum advance notice for tax changes as contained in the 2017 National Tax Policy. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors has issued a fresh 2-week ultimatum to the federal government over the implementation of a 200% increment in the salary structure of its members, amongst other demands. The resident doctors reached the resolution at a virtual extraordinary National Executive Council meeting to appraise the level of implementation of the Memorandum of Understanding signed with the government on May 19, following a 5-day warning strike embarked upon by the association on May 17. NARD has called on the government to, without further delay, pay all outstanding arrears owed its members, including the hazard allowance and the skipping arrears from 2014 to 2016 and the arrears of consequential adjustment of minimum wage. And the shootout erupted between the National Immigration Services and the Western Nigerian Security Network, otherwise known as Amotekun, in the Okefia neighborhood in Osogbo, Osun State. Eyewitnesses say the problem began after one NIS officer was detained at the Amotekun office at the government house annex for allegedly insulting the Amotekun boss, who was said to have violated a traffic law. The leadership of the 2 agencies are currently holding a meeting to resolve the issue. And President Bola Tinubu has intervened in the regulatory overlap between the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. In a letter dated June 26 sent to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Justice, the President clarified the operator responsibilities of the 2 oil and gas agencies. The President said in delineating the responsibilities of the NUPRC and the NMDPRA, certain provisions of the Petroleum Industry Act have created overlap in regulatory scope. On the global scene, at least 17 people, including 3 children, have died after a gas leak at a South African slum near Johannesburg, possibly linked to illegal mining operations. Initially, authorities had given a toll of around 24 deaths from the leak on Wednesday night, although it had later been revised down to 16. Emergency Services spokesman William Ntladi said the cause of the incident is alleged to be a nitrate oxide gas leakage from the cylinder used in an illegal mining activity in and around the settlement. In sport, 21 Super Falcons players are in Australia ahead of the 2023 Women's World Cup, which holds in Australia and New Zealand from July 20 to August 20th. Forward Francisca Odega and midfielder Halimatu Ayinde are the only players yet to arrive camp as coach Randy Waldrum's squad begin preparations for the showpiece after a truncated camping exercise in Abuja. That's the latest updates from the newsroom. Join us again at the top of the hour for more updates. Thank you for watching.